is you're going to be recycling the weapons, picking up, throwing down. Now, what you want to do is you want to hit and hold the blue button. I'll put it right here. Hit and hold the blue button. And as soon as you're hitting and holding the blue button, like this, pull the battery pack. Okay? Here you go. Battery pack here, remote control here for the secondary controller. Okay? As you can see, it's off, right? Now, right now, the secondary controller is doing the work for me. Okay? Now, this is where it gets interesting. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you down here this is the next step that you're going to have to do. Okay? Get my remote controls out of the way. Now, while you're still boosting, right? Your secondary controller is still boosting. The battery pack is out, right? Of my secondary controller. It's right there. Battery pack's out. And I'm going to show you now what you got to do with your turbo controller. Now, what you got to do is you have to turn on the turbo feature, right? Just have this one side on, because if you have this other side on, the batteries may drain. Just the note of caution, make sure this remote control has full batteries when you start this, because this remote control is going to be on, say, 8 or 9 hours. You can only do this method a max of 9 hours, so keep that in mind. You won't lose anything if you come back, turn the TV on, let's say you're gone for 9.5 or 10 hours, you come back and it says failed match. It don't matter, just do wave 1 over again and complete it. You have to complete the wave of horde to get all your ribbons and all your XP points, okay? Now this is the next point I'm going to make. All I'm doing here is I'm just making a way I can lever this remote control. Now, first off, on the TV screen, you want to spot the weapon, okay? Now, all I'm doing here is I'm hitting blue for ghost cam right here, my primary guy. Most all you, I'm sure, are aware by now what the spotting is. What I do is I try to put my spotter in a sweet spot. I'll show you here, I'll zoom in a little bit. I try to put my spotter in a sweet spot, kind of see where the weapons are falling. And that's why you look down, is so you can control where the weapons are falling. And now right about there, I would say, looks to be the sweet spot, right? Where the weapons are falling. Now what you want to do is go back to this controller, and now you're going to start your turboing feature. Okay? Now this is just a thing here that I have set up that I need to push down on the left stick, okay? So now I'm pushing down. This thing is actually pushing down on the left stick now, right? Now don't you notice that the ribbon is not actually going yet? The reason why is because this is not blinking yet, okay? Just because you push this down doesn't mean it's hitting the button for you. The turbo controller is designed to hit the button for you every time. Okay? Now what you do to do this is you have to have some force down on the left stick and then hit number 2. Now it's blinking, right? So now every time on the screen it blinks, it's adding up for you, right? Here you go. And there it goes. Okay? And that's all there is to it. You can shut the TV off. You can come back, say 8 hours, 8.5 hours later, right? Now every time it does this, you're getting 125 points for XP. Everyone knows this by now. So I'm going to give you a panned out view of what's going on here. The turbo controller, with just something I had got here, is pushing down on the left stick constantly. Okay, and then I hit number 2 to have this blinking. Every time this blinks, it's recording like this box is pushing down on it, okay? But it's not. It's just the turbo feature of this turbo controller that is a must-have in order to do this method. Now, as you can see, it's doing the job for you without even being here, right? There's another 125. There's another 125. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom in the screen here just to do a little something, because you've seen the external view that I needed to show everybody in order to make this happen. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take the box off, okay? And as you can see, it's not calculating anymore now, is it? That's because I took the box off the turbo controller, off the left stick. Now look what happened when I pushed this down again. See the turbo controller's going and blinking? I'm holding down the left stick and it's going now, right? So you have to have this feature, this turbo controller and that mutator in this way, okay? Now I'm letting off. Now what I'm going to do, let's say you've been gone for 8.5 hours, okay? And you come back. Now what you got to do is you got to power your secondary controller on. Okay? Secondary controller's powering back on. Now as soon as you do that, the secondary guy is going to stop. Now what you got to do, obviously from here, is buy yourself back in for primary player 1. Go over and start the match. I'm just going to play this out so you can see in live time. This may have to be a 2-part video. I'll try uploading it as a full video here. I don't know if my channel's fairly new, so I don't know if they're going to do that or not, but we'll give it a shot anyway. So I'm just waiting for the match to start. And again, I know this is a lengthy video, but I'm telling you, a lot of this stuff people wouldn't be able to figure out, or they would have a hard time trying to, you know, it'd be impossible for me. I'd be writing a chapter book for a lot of people trying to show you how to do this. I'm just going to go through this match. It's only wave 1, so you really don't have to worry too much. Again, I apologize, you know, because this video is lengthy, but really there's no other way to get around it and to show you. Is this guy glitched out here or what? Here, let me help you with that. Bitch. There, okay, now you finished the wave, right? This is all real time. It's probably going to have to end up being a 2-part video. Apologize for this being way too long. I'd be bored off my ass with this too. Alright, now what I'm going to do is stop the match, go to the main menu. Now this is all live time. You're seeing it right in front of you, right? This ain't no hoax. This ain't no nothing. This is live time. What I'm going to do is zoom into the points. So there is 3,385 points in that time frame, and this guy is going to get nothing because really he didn't do anything except for observer ribbon. So that's how you do it. If you got any other questions, feel free to give me a PM again, but I did want to address the nearly 60 private messages that I had with the level 400 complete video I made on how to boost off the Reconnaissance ribbon in the Horde mode. This is the best way by far to level up on Gears of War 3. I challenge anyone to prove me wrong on that, because I've been looking at many methods along the way and I haven't been able to find anything near this. And that was 3,385 points in what? Actual play time, maybe 3-4 minutes, 5 tops. So something to think about. Last thing I want to mention is the Gears of War 3 competitions. Mainly do it on the weekends, and it's leaderboards for people in the recorded matches that I have online on the standard or public mode. If you want to play any of them, private message me. I'll private message them and try to set a match up. So, till next time, this is Elite Machine 07. Y'all take care.